The wisest man in the Bible, 3,000 years ago, Solomon said this in Ecclesiastes 8:7. Since no man knows the future, who can tell him what is to come? Well, Pastor Mark, if you're going to teach on the future, and here's the end of the world, there it is, how dare you if no man knows? No man knows. But God knows. And so we're able to, today, as you turn to Isaiah chapter 46, be reminded of some principles that are huge. Isaiah 46, verse 9. God speaking, remember the former things, those of long ago. I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is none like me. I, God, make known from the end from the beginning. From ancient times, what is still to come, I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. Notice, to study the future, I didn't ask you to get Gene Dixon's book out. I didn't have one of the little trash papers when you go to Publix and check out on the line and here's all the weird things that's supposed to have happened. No, to know the future, you just turned, whether in Viera or home on the internet or here in Melbourne, you turned to the Bible. Why? Understand today that, Christianity and the Bible are unique. You will not find any other religion, any other book, or any person who can predict the future perfectly. Only God. First thing I want you to write today is this. Only God knows, and here's the huge part for us, and reveals the future. You see, if God didn't reveal the future, we'd be in the dark. But prophecy is like a light. It tells us about the future. So the future is settled. It's not open to change. Everything we need to know about our future and the future of the world is in the pages of this book. Now, turn back a few books to the book of Psalms. Psalms 139. Viera, Psalms 139. David will speak. You see, it's one thing to know about the future of the world, what you're going to be reminded of today. But I'm kind of a selfish person. I'd like to know a little bit about my future. Well, God speaks to that as well. It's not just this worldwide picture. Psalm 139, go down to verse 13. The psalmist speaking, for you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Now my frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, speaking about the mother's womb, obviously, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. So before you were born, before my little grandson is going to be born, before Christian, who we dedicated this morning, was born, God planned the details of their lives, of your life. He planned your today. He planned your tomorrow. And God planned your future. That's incredible. Now, to know what that looks like, you might say, well, if God planned it, what can I expect in my future? Well, there's two aspects of that. On the overhead is a verse you well know, Jeremiah 29:11. It says this, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." So there's only one person that can understand that their future is good. Well, who is that? That's a person that's a Christ follower. See, if you yet have not turned your life over to God, your future is not good. It's going to be separated from God forever. You see, unlike many of the Eastern religions that say you'll keep coming back to get it right and right and right and right, or other people that say when you die, it's it, you go on the ground, it's over with, it's finished. No, that's not true. The Bible says after death comes judgment. Somebody came to me in one of the services this weekend and they said this, "Can I pray for somebody that's dead?" Well, no, you cannot pray for somebody that's dead. Why? Because the moment you and I breathe our last breath, our future is settled. So if you're not a Christian, if you're not a Christ follower this morning, this statement, God knows each of our futures, good, hopeful, and prosperous. If you're not a Christ follower, that's not true for you. And at the end of the service, I'll give you an opportunity. Ann and Vera, Pastor Dean will do the same for you to get on the right road. You see, well, Pastor Mark, why should I study about the future and my future? I'm just concerned with today. No. Why should you study about the future? Because you're going to spend the rest of your life there.